Assalamualaikum Warahmatullahi Wabarakatuh. We are from TBI4C. We will show our video with the title, It's Really Fun Learn About Planets. We made this video to fulfill the final assignment for the Inferential Listening Comprehension course.
Hello everyone! Let's study together because it's more fun with us, Salsabila Nuril and my friends, Siti Achya. Solar System. The solar system, all objects in the sky such as a collection of planets, meteors, or other objects orbiting the sun, including the planets Earth where we live. Of all the celestial bodies, they form an orderly system, and the sun is the center of our solar system.
Why do they all orbit the sun? So why is the sun the center of the solar system? It turns out the sun has the largest mass and gravity compared to the stars in the Milky Way. The gravitational force possessed by the sun makes the planets and other celestial bodies orbit the sun. As we know that every planet also has a gravitational force because the sun and planets both have gravity. There is an attractive force between them, so there is such a thing as rotation and revolution.
The closer a planet is to the sun, it will move faster than the planet that is faster more the sun. Now, we discuss the solar system one by one. The sun. As we know, the sun is the center of our solar system in the form of a ball of hot gas. Because it is a star, so it can emit light too. So far, the sun is the largest object and star in the solar system. About 99.8% of the mass of the solar system is held by the sun, and its diameter is about 109 times the diameter of the Earth. If you imagine, about 1 million Earth can fit in the sun. Wow! Can you imagine how big the sun is? The sun is one of the 100 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy. The sun consists of zones, and the inner layer of the sun is the radiative zone and convective zone. Well, the atmosphere consists of photosphere, chromosphere, transition area, and corona.
Planet. A planet is a celestial body that cannot reflect light because it is not a star. But a planet can reflect light from the star it receives. Do you know what the planets in our solar system are? The planets are divided into two parts, namely the outer planets and the inner planets. Inner planets are planets whose orbits are close to the sun, namely Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. While the outer planets are planets whose orbits are far from the sun, namely Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. According to the International Astronomical Union in 2006, a celestial body can be said to be a planet if it meets the following requirements. It must orbit a star. In our solar system is the sun. It must be large enough to have a gravitational force to stay in its path. It must be large enough so that its gravity can get rid of other objects that are around its trajectory. What is the planet like? Let's discuss further.
Knowing more about the planets in the solar system. The first planet we will discuss is Mercury, the planet that is close to the Sun and is the smallest of the planets. Mercury revolves around the Sun every 88 days on Earth too long. And it turns out that one day on Mercury is 59 days on Earth. Let's find out the characteristic of the planet Mercury. The first is the smallest and closest planet, the Sun. The second is very thin atmosphere and classified as explored by scientists. The third has a temperature of 428.7 degrees Celsius in the part casing the Sun and minus 173 degrees Celsius on the back of the Sun. The fourth planets are three. The fifth is 57 million kilometers for the Sun. The sixth consists of 70% metal and 30% silicates, and the last has a diameter of about 4,879 kilometers.
Venus. The next planet is the planet Venus. Have you ever heard of the morning star? It is one of the nicknames of the planet Venus. This planet is usually seen from Earth in the afternoon, looks like a star, but does not twinkle. But the atmosphere of the planet Venus is toxic filled with carbon dioxide and shrouded in thick yellow clouds containing sulfuric acid. These clouds trap heat in them. This is what causes excess greenhouses. That's why, even though Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, Venus is the one with the hottest temperature among the other planets. Let's find out the characteristics of the planet Venus. The first being double the morning star and evening star. The second, because the second in the solar system after Mercury. The third, the hottest in the solar system with a temperature of 100 degrees Fahrenheit or equivalent to 465 degrees Celsius. The fourth, planet rotates in the opposite direction to the other planets. The fifth has a distance of more than 67 million miles or about 108 million kilometers from the Sun. The sixth planet is yellowish white. The seventh has a thick atmosphere and is mostly composed of acid, sulfate, and carbon dioxide. And the last, one day on Venus, equivalent to 243 Earth days. This is because the rotation of Venus is rotating backwards from other planets, so that the Sun rises on Venus not in the east, but from the west while setting in the east.
The third planet of the solar system is Earth. Yes, it's true, where we live, and is the only planet in the solar system that has living things. Let's find out the characteristic of planet Earth. The first, atmosphere consists of nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. The second, atmosphere of the Earth is protected from meteorites. The third has friendly conditions for living things and is the only planet in the solar system that has living things. The fourth, surface consists of 70% water and 30% land. The fifth structure is turquoise. The sixth has a distance of 93 million miles or 150 million kilometers from the sun. The seventh has one satellite, namely the moon. The eighth is one day on the planet. The Earth is about 24 hours and a year on Earth is about 365 days, and the last on the Earth has no ring.
The next planet is Mars. Mars is known as the red planet. Mars is the fourth planet in the solar system. Mars has a very thin cloud dusty atmosphere in the desert. The planet Mars is also famous for its large volcanoes and deep valleys. Even this planet is the most frequent wind storms compared to other planets. Let's find out more about the features of the planet Mars. The first is double the red planet. The second has a reddish surface because it comes from the oxidation of iron. The third, the composition of the atmosphere includes carbon dioxide, nitrogen, argon, oxygen, and water vapor. The fourth is the distance between Mars and the planet. The Sun is about 228 million kilometers or about 142 million miles. The fifth, planet Mars has two satellites, namely Phobos and Deimos. The sixth, Mars has no rings, and the last is the temperature of the planet Mars between -113 to 0 degrees Celsius.
Jupiter is included in the solar planet and the largest in the solar system. When compared to Earth, for example, the size of a grape, Jupiter will be the size of the basketball. Jupiter is a cold planet and was originally from ammonia and water. Let's find out about the characteristics of the planet Jupiter. The first, largest planet in the solar system. The second, surface color looks layered with a combination of orange and white. This is caused by a large storm that rotates in the atmosphere. The third atmosphere consists of hydrogen, helium, methane, ammonia, and water ice. The fourth, planet's diameter is about 14,819 km. The fifth is 778 million km away from the Sun, or about 484 million miles, and the latter has the most satellites, namely 78 satellites.
Saturn. This one planet is unique, although it's not the only planet that has rings. But Saturn's rings are the most beautiful. This ring is a drifting mass of ice that orbits the planet Saturn in a thin band 1 mile thick. Let's find out the characteristics of the planet Saturn. The first has rings orbiting the planet. The second has a pale yellow surface. The third is 1.4 billion kilometers away from the Sun. The fourth has a diameter of 116,463 kilometers, and the last, it has 82 satellites.
Uranus. Uranus was the first planet to be discovered using the telescope. Although this planet is seventh in the solar system, Uranus is the cold planet among the planets. This planet is 4 times the size of Earth. Let's find out about characteristic planet Uranus. The first planet, with the lowest temperature of 224 degrees Celsius. The second has 27 satellites. The third, the diameter of the planet is 15,724 km. The fourth is light blue. The fifth has a vertical ring. The sixth rotates on an axis parallel to its orbit. The seventh atmosphere consists of methane, a solid core of frozen methane. The eighth is Uranus' distance from the Sun is 1.8 billion miles, and the last, the Uranus takes 17 Earth hours to rotate on its axis and takes 84 Earth years to orbit the Sun.
And the last planet is Neptune. This planet is the farthest planet from the Sun. Let's find out more about the characteristics of the planet Neptune. The first is the distance of the planet from the Sun as far as 4.5 billion kilometers, or about 2.8 billion miles. The second, one day on Neptune is 16 hours on Earth, and 1 year on Neptune is the same with 165 years on Earth. The third has a surface temperature of minus 214 degrees Celsius. The fourth is, the color is blue. The fifth, the diameter of the planet is 49,530 kilometers. And the last has 8 satellites including Triton, Proteus, Nereid, and Larissa. Let's practice with the following solar system quiz. Number 1. Which is the hottest planet in our solar system? The correct answer is Venus. Number 2. The largest moon in our solar system is Ganymede. Which planet of our solar system does Ganymede belong to? Yeah, it is Jupiter. Number 3. Which is the smallest planet in our solar system? The correct answer is Mercury.
Number 4. What is the name of our planetary system? Yes, right. This is solar system.
Number 5. Which planet in our solar system takes less than 10 hours to complete its rotation? Yeah, the correct answer is Jupiter.
Number 6. This planet has the most permanent ring system around it in our solar system. Yes, right. That is Saturn planet. Number 7. How many planets are there in the solar system? Yes, right. There are 8 planets. Number 8. This planet is known as the red planet. Yes, right. That is Mars planet. Number 9. That is the brightest planet in our solar system. Yes, right. That is Venus planet. The last, number 10. This is the biggest planet in our solar system. Yes, right. That is Jupiter planet.
Okay, that was the explanation of our solar system. I hope this material is useful for us. Thank you very much and see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.